Welcome everyone, I'm Amanda. We're gonna do a power flow focused on some shoulders today. So go ahead and let's meet on all fours. So shoulders stacked under the hands, hips over the knees. Inhale, drop the chest, roll the shoulders and sitting bones up, looking up. Exhale, round, tuck the chin in. Inhale, arch the back, look up. And exhale, round. One more, inhale. See if you can get a little more rotation in the hips. Gaze up more to stretch out the throat. And exhale, round. Good, and then come to a neutral spine. Reach the right hand forward, just some big wide circles around 3 times. You can kind of move your hips with the hand. And then reverse the direction, reach back. Nice wide circles around. And then open up the shoulder, stacking the right shoulder on top of left and thread that hand behind the left wrist. Just a nice gentle twist, working the right shoulder over to the left side of the mat. This may be enough, or you can reach forward or wrap and bind with the left hand, reaching for the right inner thigh. You're working more of the back of the head onto the mat to spin a little deeper. Inhale. And exhale, twist. Good, unwind. Use the left hand to bring yourself up. Other side, right hand down, reach forward and back around. Nice wide circles, warming up that left shoulder. And then reverse. Breathing as you move. Open up, stacking left hand on top of the shoulder and thread the left hand behind the right wrist. Again, your hand can stay here, can reach forward, or wrap and bind. Inhale, and exhale. Pulling that right shoulder back, opening up the chest towards the ceiling. One more, inhale, and exhale. Good, unwind. Come on up. Coming onto the forearms. So your elbows are directly behind the wrists. Straighten out the legs. So you're in a plank on the forearms. Tuck the tail and broaden through the shoulders. So instead of sinking down, kind of slouching, lift up. Same thing with plank. If it becomes too much, you can drop to the knees. Keep spreading through the fingers. And then just a little core action, just warming up the core. So keep rolling the pubic bone forward, tucking the tail, roll over to the right side, tap the hips to the floor, and then come on up. To the left, and up, right, up, left, up, right. One more time, up, and to the left. Good, now find the center, and then just kind of walk out. So tapping the knees to the floor. See if you can keep the hips where they are. So you're not really moving much here. You'll feel it in your core. Breathe. One more on each side. Good, pause. Keep spreading through the fingers and start to lift the hips, walking the toes into the elbows for a down dog on the forearms. Let your head hang. Your head is not touching the floor. So that means you have to lift up out of your shoulders, separate the feet so they're hip width apart, and keep sinking the heels down. Should be a nice intense stretch in those shoulders. Breathe. Keep pushing the chest back towards the stomach. Good. Now, in one smooth, straight movement, if you can, keep spreading through the fingers and simply lift the elbows, meeting me in down dog. Breathe. Traditional down dog. See if you can ground the heels so much that you're able to lift the toes. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga, elbows in. Inhale. Upward facing dog, sink the hips, shoulders back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe, just starting to warm up the body. Keep lifting those hips up, lengthening from the fingers to the hips, and then the hips towards the heels. Lift the right leg. Keep that hip closed, reaching back through the right heel. Knee into the nose, shoulders forward, hover, and lunge the right foot in between the hands. Left hand down, right hand up for a nice twist. And then lower the right hand to the right knee and come on up. So crescent lunge. Get low through those hips, hands next to the hips. Tuck the tail. Keep working to straighten that back leg. Inhale the arms up. Interlace the fingers and turn the palms towards the ceiling. Draw the shoulders down. Pull the front ribs in. Breathe. Good. Lower the hands out halfway. Start to reach towards the back of the room. Shift into the right foot and fly for airplane. Hips are level. Opening up the chest. And then just starting to warm up those legs. So you're going to bend the right knee, tap the left toes down, and then come on up. Inhale. Down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. 2 more. Move very slowly, maintaining the balance. If it's too tricky, you can use a wall. Last one, down, and come on up. You want that yoga butt? Yep, that'll do it. Good. Slowly come up to standing. Bring the left knee with you. Hug the knee into the chest. Shoulders back and down. Good. And then float left foot to right. Top of the mat. Inhale, reach the arms out and up. Look up. Exhale, swan dive. Fold forward. Inhale, look out, lengthen. Exhale, step back. Chaturanga. Inhale up. And exhale back. Left leg lifts. Sinking that right heel, reaching back through the left. Knee into the nose, shoulders forward. And lunge the left foot in between the hands. Right hand down, left hand up. Shoulders away from the ears, straightening that back leg. And then lower the left hand, bring both hands to the knee and come on up. Get low through the hips. Tuck the tail. Hands by the hips. Good, and then inhale, the arms up. Interlace the fingers the other way and turn the palms up. Keep the shoulders drawing down the back and pull the front ribs in. So by pulling the front ribs in, you engage your core and keep the back long. Get a little lower through that front leg. Maybe bring your hands a little further back, getting into the shoulders. Good, and then release the hands out halfway. Shift the weight into the left foot for airplane. Breathing. Lifting that back foot. Flexing the foot and dropping that right hip. Once you have that balance, again, if you need the wall, go ahead and use the wall. Otherwise, bend the left knee, tap the toes down, and come on up. Exhale down, inhale up. Down and up. 2 more. Down and come on up. Last one, slowly come down and up. Find your Tadasana, flex that foot, and then come up to standing, hugging the right knee into the chest. Shoulders back and down. Lower the right foot. Inhale, reach the arms out and up. Exhale, swan dive, fold forward. Inhale, look out, lengthen. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale up. And exhale back. Breathing deeply. Look between the hands. Walk or jump the feet to the outside of the hands for a nice yogi squat. So the elbows are on the inside of the knees. The heels are down. If your heels aren't down yet, take a wider stance. Keep rolling the outer edges of the feet down. So the tendency is that the knees kind of roll in and your feet lift. Try not to do that. So use your elbows to push the knees out wide. Palms come together. Keep tucking the tail, lift the chest. That might be enough, or left hand in front of the knee, right arm up. Stay here or wrap and bind. Opening up that shoulder. Breathe. Good. Back to center. Lift, lengthen. Other side. Keep pulling the knees back, rolling that left shoulder back. Good. Back to center. Now, bring the toes forward so the feet stay square. Reach the hands forward. Shoulders back and down. Keep the knees stacked over the ankles and slowly ground into the toes and come on up. Keep tucking the tail, pause halfway. Reach the hands up. Biceps by the ears, keep tucking the tail, knees are back over the ankles. Get a little lower, it's a chair pose. Good, straighten the legs and fold forward. Inhale, look out, lengthen. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale up. Exhale back. Look between the hands, walk or jump, feet to hands. Inhale, look out, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up, look up. Exhale, lower. Good, Tadasana. So bring the right knee into the chest. The knees stacked so it's hip level. Foot is flexed. Soften the left knee and stack right knee on top of left. So we're going into eagle legs. Double hook the toes if available around that calf. If you're wobbly, you can kickstand the right toes for balance or just keep that foot lifted. Keep working the shoulders over the hips, pulling that right hip back. Arms out wide and then bring the left elbow under the right. Palms come together or somewhere near that for eagle arms. If you don't look anything like this, you can simply wrap your hands around your shoulder blades and work the elbows up. So that's how you'll get into it if this isn't an option today. Keep pulling the elbows up, hands away from the face, shoulders drawing down. Stay here, or you can start to fold forward, working the elbows in front of the knees. Keep pulling the right hip back. Breathing deeply. Squeezing into the hips for balance. One more breath. Good. Slowly come up. Keep the eagle arms. Unwind the legs and lean back for Tadasana with eagle arms. Flexing that floating foot. Keep the standing legs slightly bent. Means you're working more of your quadricep and you're not locking out that knee. Keep dropping the right hip down. Reach forward. Elbows forward, hands away from the face. Soften the left knee and lunge the right toes back for crescent lunge. Maybe at a back bend, look up, reach back. Good, release the hands to either side of the foot. Lower the back knee, straighten the left leg. Nice half split. So I don't know about you guys, but my hamstrings never open up, it feels like. So they always need a little extra time, a little extra love. So keep pulling that left hip back. Inhale, look out, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Soften the face, keep breathing deeply. We're not here too long, one more breath. Good, inhale, look out. Bend the left knee. Now stack the hands on either side of the foot, lift the back toes. Broaden through the shoulders, so that cobra hood, you're pushing down to lift up, creating space through your chest so that you can simply keep the shoulders stacked over the wrists and just lift that left foot. Breathe and simply step back, plank, inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale up. Exhale, back, down dog. Breathe. Look between the hands, walk or jump, feet to hands. Inhale, look out, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up, look up. Exhale, lower. Good. Other side. So grounding through the right foot, lift the left knee. Keep the knee in line with the hip. Floating foot is flex. Shoulders back and down, arms are lengthening, reaching down. Keep lifting up through the crown of the head. Now soften the standing leg and stack left knee on top of right. Again, you can kickstand those toes or hook them around the calf, or just keep the foot where it was. Arms out wide. This time right elbow under the left. Hands working towards the palms touching, elbows up, hands away from the face. Now there's still a lot of crunching here, so keep pulling the shoulders down the back. Keep pulling that left hip back. Stay here upright or fold forward. Wherever you're at, keep working the hands away from the face, the elbows forward. Breathe. Keep pulling that left hip back, squeezing into the hips, squeezing into the inner thighs. One more. Good. Come on up to standing. Keep the eagle arms, unwind the legs, and hinge back for airplane. Keeping the standing leg slightly bent so you don't lock out that knee. Strengthening your legs and keeping the joint safe. Keep stretching, reaching back through that left heel. One more breath. Keep the eagle arms, bend the right knee, lunge back, crescent lunge, reach up. Good. Neutral spine, release the arms and lower that back knee. Just wiggle the front foot forward, pull the right hip back, flex the foot, and breathe through the back leg. Inhale, look out, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Not here too long, but use this as a way to open up your hamstrings and to check in with the breathing. Keeping it focused, calm, and steady. Inhale. Look out, lengthen, and exhale, fold. Good. Look forward, bend the right knee. Tuck the back toes under, hands on either side of the foot. Again, pushing down to lift up through the shoulders so that you can keep your shoulders stacked over your wrist and just lift your right heel. Breathe. Step the right foot back, chaturanga. Inhale up. And exhale back. Lift the hips up and back, sinking the heels. One more. Good. Turn the left heel in. Lunge the right foot forward. Inhale, warrior one. Keep that back heel turned down. Palms come together to heart center. Elbows wide, shoulders back. Keep bending the right knee. You may shorten your stance to make this a little more accessible. Keep pulling your right hip back. Left elbow to the outside of the right knee, setting up a twist. Inhale, lengthen, reach forward, and exhale, twist. Pulling that right hip back, working the thumbs to the center of your chest so you're not sinking into that bottom shoulder. Push into this left hand to lift up. Good. Shoulders down, get lower through that right knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. One more. Inhale and exhale. Good. Unwind. Shorten your stance. So all toes are facing the front of the room. Both heels are down. If this back heel isn't down, you got to take a shorter stance. Inhale, look out, lengthen. Pull the right hip back. Exhale, fold. Getting a little deeper into that hamstring. Inhale, look out, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Ground through the big toes, hands to the hips, squeezing into your hips, and slowly come up to standing. Little back bend at the top. Inhale, look up. Good, neutral spine. So getting into the shoulders now, grabbing opposite elbow or reverse namaste. So reverse namaste is when you bring the palms together behind the back. Keep pushing the palms together, pulling the shoulders back, opening up the heart. Keep grounding through the big toes, tuck the tail, and slowly fold forward. The head is the last thing to fall over that right leg. Keep pulling the right hip back and breathe. Squeezing into the inner thighs, grounding through every single little part of your foot. Strengthening all those little stabilizer muscles. Keep pulling the shoulders back. One more breath. Let your head hang. Good. Look forward about a foot or so in front of your mat. Soften the right knee and shift it forward for a standing split with the arm balance, with the arm bind. So you're lifting that left foot up, working your chest towards the standing leg. Let your head go. Breathe. One more. Lift the foot a little higher. Good. Without using your hands. So listen carefully. Keep bending both knees. Bring the left knee behind the right ankle, coming into seated Ardha Matsyendrasana. So get that left heel out of the way so both sitting bones are down. Grounding your right big toe. Release your arms now. You can shake out the arms. And then right hand behind the back, left arm up, lengthen, and hook the elbow to the knee. Inhale, lift, and exhale, twist. Inhale, and exhale. One more, inhale, exhale. Good. Unwind, just kind of counter over to the left, and then stack right knee on top of the left. For Gomukhasana, so you want your knees on top of one another. If this is tricky and you don't have much space, you can always lift your hips for a block. And then take a look at the relationship between the heels and the hips. You want them equal on either side. That's where most of the work is. Keep grounding that right hip. Sit up nice and tall. This might be plenty. Your hips are probably screaming. Mine are. It's okay. You can stay here. You can start to fold forward. Or if you want a little shoulder opener, you can reach the left hand up and try to hold your hands behind the back. If you can't get your fingers today, a hand towel, a strap, anything, you can just hold your hands using that strap and just kind of work your hands closer together. Otherwise, see if you can push yourself to hook your fingers. If you have that, push the back of your head into that left arm. Keep pulling the right shoulder back. That might be enough too. Or, again, you can fold forward. Breathing deeply. We're here for 3 breaths. Keep dropping the right hip down. Last one. Good. Inhale, slowly come up. Release the hands. Bring the arms out wide and just kind of rotate the shoulders. So you're working the palms up and back, working the thumbs down towards the floor. Keep the hands in line with the shoulders and then rotate the palms around so they're working up. Now notice how my shoulder just whoop. My shoulder's kind of jacked up. So see if you can keep your shoulders down and or your back down and make it about your shoulders. Just kind of rotating in and out of that joint. One more. Good. Roll over the knees, shoot the legs back, Vinyasa. Turn the right heel in, lunge the left foot forward. Inhale, arms up. Warrior one. Again, you can shorten your warrior one. Keep bending the left knee. Palms come together to heart center, elbows wide. Get lower through that left knee, grounding the back foot, and then right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Inhale, lift, lengthen, reaching out of that bottom shoulder. Exhale, twist. Keep bending the left knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Unwind the twist. Hands to either side of that front foot. Shorten the stance. All toes are facing forward. Straighten the left leg. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Keep squaring off the hips by pulling that left sitting bone back. Inhale. And exhale. One more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Good. Hands to the hips. Squeezing into the inner thighs, grounding through the big toes. Come on up to standing. Little back bend again if you like. Good. Neutral. Again, grab opposite elbow or reverse namaste. If you're going for the reverse namaste again, can you work your hands higher up the spine? Seeing if you can get a little deeper into those shoulders. Keep pushing the palms together, squaring off the hips, shoulders back, heart open. Inhale, and exhale, fold. Think about the crown of your head touching that top of the left foot. So not only is it about reaching the chest towards the leg, but actually lengthening down that leg. Neck is soft. One more breath. Keep pulling the shoulders back. Good. Squeeze into the hips. Soften the left knee and slowly lower down. Going into that standing split variation, keeping the arms. Keep opening up the chest. Working the chest towards that standing leg. Lift the right toes a little higher. One more breath. Bend both knees without using your hands. Lower the right knee behind the left, coming into a seated twist. Get the right heel out of the way. Left big toe down. Release the arms. Shake it out. Left hand behind the back, right arm up. Lengthen. Hook the elbow to the knee. Inhale, lift. And exhale, twist. Inhale. And exhale. One more, inhale. Good. Counter over to the right, fold towards the floor, and then inhale up. So going into that hip opener. So we always have a focus today with shoulders, but we still get into every single part of our body. So knowing it's a full body stretch, enjoy it. Stacking the knees on top of one another. Making sure that the heels are equal on either side of the hips. Again, there's lots of variations. So whatever you did last time, just maintain that balance. One of my teachers once said that you go to a buffet, you don't eat the whole thing, right? So know that you can take little bits and pieces of the things I offer, knowing that you know your body best and that you know what's right today. So again, you can stay here, stay upright, you can lean forward, just focusing on the hips, or if you want that shoulder opener, this time it's the right hand up. So again, you're working to hold your fingers. If you're not there yet, add the strap. You can stay here, or again, fold forward. Before you fold forward though, think about pushing your head into that top arm, lifting up, pulling that left elbow in, and then fold forward. We're not here very long, don't freak out. 3 breaths, inhale. You can do anything for 3 breaths. Keep dropping that left hip, inhale, lengthen. See if you can soften something. I know for me it's always my toes, my jaw, silly little things that we hold on to. So can you be aware of that? Can you soften that? Inhale, last breath. Good. Slowly come on up, release the arms. Bring the arms out wide. That little shoulder rotation, working the palms up and back, being mindful of where the back goes so you're not jacking your back up. You're trying to keep it focused on just those shoulders by pulling the shoulders back and then just rotating. Good. Circle the wrists out. Roll over the knees, Vinyasa. Good. Turn the right heel in, lunge the left foot forward, and walk the hands to the center. Heels out, toes in. Inhale, look out, lengthen. Exhale, fold. One more, inhale. Exhale, fold. Good. Hands to the hips. Draw the elbows together behind the back and come on up. Interlace the hands behind the back, working the palms together, getting a little taller. Lift up through the crown of the head. Keep grounding the outer edges of the feet, and then fold forward again. This time the hands come with you. Just kind of bend one knee at a time, making it a little organic movement, getting into the inner thighs, maybe working the left shoulder over to the left. Just kind of doing what feels right today. Good, and then slowly come on up. Little back bend at the top. Neutral spine, release the arms. Right foot to left, top of the mat. Inhale, reach out and up, look up. Exhale, swan dive, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale out. And exhale back. Down dog is your active resting pose. So just stay here, see if you can ground yourself, neutralize the spine by lifting the hips up and back, creating space. One more. Good, look between the hands, walk or jump all the way through, coming into seated Tadasana. So peel the flesh away from the sitting bones. Sitting up tall, hands next to the hips, feet are flexed. Inhale, both arms up. Keep plugging the shoulders down. So oftentimes we look like this. We're trying to reach up so high, but your shoulders aren't part of that. So keep pulling your shoulders down, creating space from your shoulder to your ear. And then go ahead and fold. If the lower back is tight today, the hamstrings are still tight, you can always bend your knees here. Keep working the belly towards the quads. Inhale, look at lengthen. Exhale, fold. One more, inhale. Exhale, fold. Good. Inhale, come on up. Keep the feet so they're hip width apart. Bend the right knee. Left hand grabs the outside of the right foot. You want your elbow on the outside of your right knee. So we're going to set up a twist. Right hand behind the back. Inhale, lift, up, lengthen, and then reach back with the right hand. Gaze is past this right thumb. Keep lifting up. So you're grounding through the sitting bones, lifting up through the crown of the head. Keep both feet flexed and then kick the right heel forward. Keeping the shoulders. So oftentimes we kick so much through the right foot that you're leaning forward or leaning back too much. So I want your shoulders stacked over the hips, lifting and lengthening. So just as much as you're kicking into the right foot, reach back through that right hand. One more breath. Good. Keep this shape. Lower the right heel, reach the right hand up and over. Grab something on the outside of the left, either leg, knee, shin, foot. So it's a half forward fold and a half twist. Should be a nice stretch in the side waist, in the lower back. One more breath. Good. Release. Other side. So bend the left knee. Bring the right elbow to the outside of the left knee, setting up that twist, and then the right hand comes to the outside of the left foot. Keep the shoulders stacked over the hips, kick forward and reach back. Gaze is past that left thumb. Both feet are active. Inhale. And exhale. Keep lifting, kicking into that foot. One more. Good. Now keep this shape. Lower the left heel. Reach up and over. Grab something on the outside of the right foot, shin. Gaze is under the left armpit. Shoulders are away from the ears. One more breath. Good. Release the feet. Hands behind the hips, fingers facing forward. Bend the knees. Ground through the big toes and inhale, lift the hips up. So you're looking forward so you can't see your knees. Keep lifting the hips. When you can't see your knees anymore, then you know you're at that right spot, and then you can release the head back if it's okay on your neck. Keep lifting the hips, grounding through the big toes, squeezing the knees together, lift a little higher. Good, look forward, send the hips through the hands, lift. Maybe you can lift your right leg. Maybe you can lift the left. Maybe you can lift both just for a second. Try. Good, and then lower. Scoot the butt forward. Hands reaching out in front, palms face each other. Retract those shoulders back and down. Tuck the tail and slowly roll down the back. Good, hug the knees into the chest. Rock a little side to side. And then lower the feet back onto the mat again. Lift the hips for a bridge. So another back bend, but focusing on the shoulders today. So interlace the hands behind the back. And then rock the shoulders under your back. So you're kind of getting that nice chest opening. Keep grounding through the big toes. So kind of the same concept we just did. And lift those hips. But make sure your chin is reaching away from your chest. Lift the hips a little higher. Good, and then release. Preparing for another back bend. Could be that same bridge. That's plenty, right? A nice shoulder opener. Otherwise, you want your hands to come under the shoulders. Walk your toes in. Most of your strength is in your feet. And then push into the hands to lift to the crown of your head. Once you get to the crown of your head, go ahead and push up. Working the arms as straight as possible, the legs as straight as possible. Keep pulling the knees in, the elbows in. Good, and then tuck the chin and slowly lower down. Nice, so whatever you did, it's all good. Bring the legs straight up. Feet stay stacked over the hips, hands next to the hips. Supta Dandasana. Good, and then slowly lower the left leg all the way down to the mat. Hug the right knee into the chest, shoulders back and down. And then release the right hand out and twist the right knee across the body over to the left. Working that right shoulder down. Breathe. Keep pushing that hip. One more breath. Good. Unwind. Hug both knees in. And then both legs up. Feet are flexed. Legs are as straight as possible. And lower the right heel all the way down. Hug the left knee in. Using your arm strength to really pull that knee into the chest. Reach forward through the right heel. And then release the left hand and twist the other way. Working to keep that left shoulder down. Inhale. One more. Good, unwind. Hug both knees in. And then make yourself into a tiny little ball. So cross your ankles. See if you can hug your knees in. Really lift your nose into the knees. Tiny little popcorn ball. Tighten everything, 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 everything. And then just kind of pop, open up. Find yourself into a starfish position. Palms are up, feet flop out. Inhale, open up the mouth, stick out the tongue, and just say, yeah, go ahead, no one's there. Inhale. Good. Just allow your body to receive the benefits of the hard work you just put in just by lying here and doing absolutely nothing. Not here very long, so see if you can enjoy this time, enjoy this space to do nothing. Allow the eyes to soften, the shoulders to peel down away from the ears, the stomach to just kind of rise and fall naturally with the breath. Now again, as always, I always encourage you to stay here in the Shavasana, if you can, even for a few more minutes. If not, know that you made it, you did your practice, you rolled out your mat, and you can now start to bring some movement back into the body by wiggling the fingers, wiggling the toes, reach up, lengthen. Stretching through the right side and the left side. And then hug the knees in. Rock a little up and down, just giving yourself a little back massage. Then meeting up into a comfortable seated position when you're ready. So just sealing the practice, bringing the hands to Anjali Mudra as a way to give thanks, as a way to recognize how blessed we all are to be able to roll out our mats whenever we want. Thank you, each and every one of you, for joining me today. May you bring this peace with you through the rest of your day. Namaste.